Greetings, this is Frosty Thundertrod, and welcome back to Black Geysers. Now I'm finally made my way to the city. It is time to fill up the remaining 3 parts of my party. Guard says, "Stand to there. What's your business in the capital? Not a merchant by the look of it." I answer, "I have come to pray at the temples of Hisselbright." The guard yawns. "If that's a lie, it's the most boring falsehood ever told. Go on in." The answers you get to pick here depend on your class, and you always have the option of telling them the truth. But if you tell them the truth, they're going to think you're lying to them. So as I cross into the city, I get ambushed by these 3. He says, "Brilliant sleight of hand, Hormill. I reckon Lord Macomb still doesn't know he's slighter by the weight of one fancy bracelet." The thug in green answers, "And that, my friends, is why we love the southern shore. Drunken nobles all day long. Only a few more taps like that, and we can get some proper treatment for Craig." Craig, the brutish-looking one, "Someone's coming, I think." The one in green addresses me. "What a propitious moment for you to walk into our lives, winsome stranger." I think he's supposed to be trying to use big words, but doesn't understand what he's saying. I know it's making my head hurt trying to read this. "My friends and I are collecting a small fee from everyone into the city. A pittance, really, 50 gold pieces." I answer, "This looks exactly like a shakedown, and I won't stand for it." He responds, "Brave. Stupid, but brave." The brutish one says, "Smash time."
Yeah?
Alright, I'm gonna open this one. With armor of a Lenurnus. Ah, knocked down. Come on, don't just stand there.
My steel and stone.
It's nice to be needed. Let's dance.
I guess I didn't need to get any fancy, I just needed to punch him in the face hard.
I'll do it.
Let's transfer some of this weight over to Helengar. That's enough weight to get it done. Alright.
Why not? I'll go wherever I'm needed.
Alright, here I'm going to recruit a companion.
Yes. Gentlemen, I merely wish to be on my way. I have no quarrel with you.
I interrupt. What's going on here?
Please, I have nothing left I can give to your master.
One of the thugs says, "That's not so, Sriracha. You know it's not so. The one thing you indisputably have is that which we've come for." This undoubtedly is referring to her life. Sriracha answers, "Then why talk at all? Why not just plant a blade in my back?" The thug answers, "Because I want to see the fear in your eyes before you do." I interject, "Leave that woman alone." The thug turns to me, "Walk away, Rillo. We're only after her." I say, "Do Rillo really stoop as low as to harass their own kind for coins?" The thug replies to me, "We have business with this one, Rillo, and we intend to get paid. Take your leave or you'll get paid too, and a different sort of coin." I ask, "Young lady, do you have some business with these men?"
Call me Soraka, please. Unfortunately, yes, business of a kind. They're here on behalf of their master, Elanuator.
I say, "I'm guessing there is some friction between you and Elanuator?" Soraka answers, "It's a matter of faith. He disagrees so strongly with mine that he sends his henchmen to chase me day and night." I reply, "I'm not going to stand by while these men attack you. Come stand by me." The thug says, "Stop that. Stop talking like you're in charge of this situation." I respond, "I don't know for certain that we would win in a straight fight, but I imagine the amount of noise we can raise together will rouse a score or two of other folks from their bread and ale. Do you care so little for who witnesses your crimes?" The thug answers, "Damn, you're interfering." "Very well. Breathe the fresh air a while longer, Soraka. But to your new friends I say this, any associate of this heretic will be marked just the same." Soraka yells, "Run like the cowards you are." I say, "You handled yourself well." Soraka responds, "As did you. I'd rather not dwell on the outcome should you not have. Anyway, you have my thanks. I'm a cleric of Alarnus, adept at healing arts and also capable in a fight. Perhaps our skills might complement each other." I say, "Yes, agreed. Welcome to the party."
Go ahead.
Alright,
Yes?
let's get her leveled up. I'm gonna just put her in brewing and drying. Alright, and then I'm gonna have her do pray. And then for weapons, we're gonna do small blades. Alright, now let's give her some equipment.
It's nice to be needed.
So, pair of thick leather boots, Royal Guard sword, a metal targe,
Go ahead.
and a chainmail halberd.
Go ahead.
There we go. And she's a cleric, so it's a second healer in the party.
I'm going.
Yeah? Of course.
Technically, a cleric is more of a pure healer than I am, but effectively, she doesn't really heal any better than I do. Now I'm gonna go in here and pick up another companion. Man in a black robe. Taking her so long, surely the great Belora must have better things to do than skulk around a tavern. Noble in green robe. You know the nobles in there must be fawning all over her. Wouldn't you take your time if you were in her slippers? The noble in the black robe answers. Please, Blair's nothing but an upstart student with an unusually large proportion of luck. Anyway, noble blood doesn't automatically grant you a person's noble taste. Third noble hidden behind the chat box. If they had any taste at all, they'd be slobbering all over the real prize out here on the woman in the green. Oh, still your tongue, will you? Or at least Kayat's chattering. Sorry. The man in the black room says, I'm still baffled that Lord Tarp could ever fall for that tramp. Woman in the green robe. Tarp, perhaps, but Lord Fiffin? Unbelievable.
On my way. I'll do it.
Lord Smodrick. If they were to ask, I would compare Lady Bella's exquisite presence to the light of dawn. Lord Tarp. Oh, I would never compare Lady Bella's lovely vicious to anything so harsh as that. I think the reflecting moonlight on a still pond is more apt.
My lords are too kind, but you know, I'm finding it a titch stuffy in here. I believe I will step out for some air.
Lord Friffin. Let me fan you, my lady. Lord Smindrick. I too carry a fan for such occasions. Mine is fashioned from pheasant. Lord Friffin. Pfiff, dirty wild creatures are pheasants. My fan is fashioned from peacock feathers. Lord Tripe. Step aside, paupers. My fan is crafted from the feathers of the legendary phoenix. In summer it cools thee, in winter it warms.
Really, my lords, I have a needlepoint back at my apartments that I'm most eager to complete. If you'll excuse me.
Lord Smindrick. Nonsense, Lady Bella. I cannot just go an hour longer without you choosing me over these two scoundrels. Lord Tripe. I cannot wait another minute until you select me over these two vagabonds. Lord Fiffin. A second me, nincompoops. Helgrenar. What a spectacle these men make of themselves. A dwarven woman would know how to handle such a situation. Gentle rap on the temple with the backside of an axe. Let's see if we can help her out.
I'll go wherever I'm needed.
Yes? Lord Smedrick, as much as your poetry is alarmingly metaphorical, I still must insist that you speak to no one regarding your thoughts on my resemblance to a flower bud ready to open.
Every so often, Lady Bella makes a gesture for a minor cantrip which requires a single word to complete, but she cannot finish it without giving herself away. I know what's needed here. This is a response from the prodigy skill. Lord Fiffin. Lord Smindrick, your hair is on fire. Lord Smindrick. What? Ah! Lord Tip. Ah! Lord Fiffin. That rather spoiled the mood, I'm afraid.
That was neatly done. Who do I have to thank for my rescue?
I respond, I'm Frosty, glad to be of service.
I am the Lady Biola of the Feldagug, darling of the court and spellweaver extraordinaire. But of course, you know all that.
I say, I can't say that I do. Bella says, you honestly don't know me? How delightful. I'm so tired of the endless legions of fawning earls and viscounts and hangers-on. One can hardly walk down the street here without tripping over them. And if you don't know me, you must be new to Isilbright. Doubly delightful. Well, I'm very pleased to meet you. What brings you to the capital? I respond, I'm trying to learn more about Lord Espen, who was killed recently at his estate by forces from Deern Gold. Biro says, Oh, what luck! The disposition of noble titles is practically a second career of mine. You must allow me to accompany you. I will make sure you find what you wish to know, and thereby repay the good turn you've done for me by disposing of those well-bred parasites. I answer, Splendid, I do need the help.
I'm always ready.
She says, Good, I suggest we try the palace first, or the Hall of Records.
Yes?
Alright. Bella is a spellweaver, which is the most generic type of caster. When I say generic, I mean is that she can cast all the different types of magic. She doesn't specialize in anything. She can cast healing magic, she can cast nature magic, and she can cast dark magic. Makes her a very useful addition. However, I'm going to make a slight change to her equipment here. I'm taking away this dagger. And I am going to give her this fustible. And then a couple stacks of stones.
I'm always ready.
By having her use the festival, I'm giving up on the bonuses of the arcane staff, which is, not insignificant, but it's not hugely detrimental compared to making sure she stays out of melee combat. So I think it's a good trade-off. Has a spellweaver, of course, she can buff herself up to be pretty potent in a hand-to-hand combat, but only briefly and takes a little bit of preparation, so I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze. I can pull it off a little bit better with my character, since my character is, only 1/3 wizard. He's 1/3 wizard, 1/3 shaman, 1/3 fighter. So, yeah, he has more capability to stand in the front line. Alright, down here I'm going to get my 5th party member. This guy's only going to be temporary, but he fills out a party slot and does something needed for me until I can get his replacement. Not too terribly long from now, but a little bit from now.
I'll do it.
Moran, thanks for stopping this miscreant. Thanks, Nalaris, there are still a few honest citizens to be found in Isilbright. I hope you're okay. I respond, let me check my purse. I thought he had meant to pickpocket me, but I don't seem to be missing anything. This is an intelligence check. Moran, I was unfortunately not so lucky. He looks like a snip of a boy, doesn't he? Not the type one often sees shopping for jewelry, but when he left my establishment just now, I found myself missing quite valuable piece.
You don't... You can't... How dare you, sir? Do you dare imply that I am a thief?
Oh, Hamlin is definitely a thief. No, sir, I do not imply anything. I say outright that you are a thief. I say you came into my shop, the fruits of several decades as a goldsmith, and flitched my property from a display case I had briefly unlocked for the benefit of Lady Gildsby. Hamlin, I say that a man should stick to beer or watered down wine during the day and leave hard liquor and whiskey until evening. But we plainly disagree about that as well. Moran, enough. Give him a hard shake, lads. That piece would pay for both your wages for a month. I want that ring. Derek's, nothing. Moran, check him again. Did you check his boots? Beneath his collar? Check the lining of his sleeves. His kind have 1,000 tricks. Durex, nope, nothing. He ain't got it, Master Moran. I interject. There you have it. No ring, no crime. Moran, I will be the judge of that. Hold them for me, boys. I'm going to give our friend a reminder to steer clear of my shop from now on. Okay. At this point, they have no proof that he's actually done anything. And this is in addition extrajudicial. So I'm going to step in and, prevent this beating. Unhand this man, you cowards. Moran, God save me. Now you want to protect this thief? I respond. Do you want to face him fairly without your hired thugs? Moran, humph. Unbelievable. Come on, you two. We've already wasted half the day on this fool.
This is why I love the big city. Excitement, thrills, always meeting new people. Speaking of which, nice to meet you. Call me Hamlin, please.
I respond, why is your hand in my pocket? He answers, pardon my hand. Well, I was thinking of the mystery of Master Moran's missing ring, and I noticed this tiny bulge just there. I respond, indeed, I always assume that whatever I find in my pockets belongs to me. I will be keeping this. Ah, of course, it must be delightful to unexpectedly discover such precious things in one's pocket. I myself hope to be so wealthy one day. I believe you and I have something in common. We both have the aura of adventure about us. We are gentle people of the road, you and I, destined for greater things than farming or learning a trade. What you say we throw in together? As a thief, he is useful, and as long as he's in my party, he isn't going to be doing any thieving, so come along, I'll keep you out of trouble. Yes, I like the sound of that.
Fantastic. Let us carry on then. What is your wish?
Alright, let's level him up. Bargaining and persuading is perhaps the best for him. Alright. So I'm going to let him work on doing pick locks. Because whenever you go into a dungeon, you always need some ability to open locks. And I'm perfectly good at disarming traps, so I'm just going to focus on picking locks. 2 points into picking locks. Weapons. Alright. I'm going to have him focus on bow and arrow. Spells and abilities. I'm going to have him go for the eyes. Too bad he's not a ranger. Alright. We'll level up again. Bargain and persuasion. Pick locks. Weapons. Bows and arrows. Alright, now let's give him some equipment. Take away this dagger. That's not an effective weapon. I'll give him this arming sword. Pair of leather gloves. Need to give Sriracha a pair of leather gloves too. Pair of leather boots. Hardened leather armor. I'll compare those two and see which I like better. I think the Gambinson is actually slightly better. Give him a bow. Some arrows.
I'm listening.
Yes?
These gloves give plus 2% to accuracy, so they're worth equipping on any character you can.
What is your wish?
Alright. So I'm going to give him the sword. Gloves. He already has boots. Thick leather. Now let's compare that to the Gambison. No, the hardened leather is definitely better than the Gambison. Alright, give him a bow. And put some arrows in the... Come on, tooltip. We're done. There we go. That took forever to fade away. Put some arrows in this quiver.
Off I go.
And my wife is texting me, so
I'll go where
I'm gonna... Even though it's 4:30 in the morning, I try to record at night so I don't get interrupted, but I guess that doesn't work. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.